Hey guys, Flopear here with a hands-on review of the new Road to the Olympics expansion for Steep. It'll be available December 5th. First things first, let's talk about the map. The single map will be the size of the Alps and include two Asian countries, South Korea and Japan. The South Korean portion of the map will host only the Olympic challenges. The larger Japan portion will host all other challenges. In total, there are over 50 new challenges in the expansion, which is huge, guys. That's a ton. The most exciting thing about the new expansion is the changes they've made. So, the Olympic challenges have very special controls and do not handle the same as general gameplay. It's almost as if they've been tailored for competition and immersion. First thing I noticed was they added a stable first-person view to certain Olympic challenges. And from what I played, it was more enjoyable to use than third-person. Again though, it's only on certain Olympic challenges. The GoPro view is still in place everywhere else. Next on their list of changes is a new grinding mechanic that is in place all over the map and is emphasized in many freestyle challenges. The way you accumulate points with the new mechanic really motivates players to grind for better scores and feel like a badass doing it. Guys, it was so fun to grind. I can't even really put into words how badass it felt to be able to grind and flip onto another rail. It was amazing. I know they have it in Alaska, but it's not quite the same. It's improved on the new Olympic expansion. The snow parks have also had a makeover. The size and complexity offer hours of fun, and with the new trick mechanics, I could honestly find myself just playing around in them for hours, guys. They've got new trick mechanics combined with the grinding mechanic in these new massive snow parks. It's a recipe for fun. It's just so fun. I couldn't stop playing it. And honestly, I feel like they took the competitive nature of the Olympics to heart when implementing each Olympic event's mechanics. An announcer was added that adds to the immersion and gives audio cues to whether you're doing bad or good mid-run. I found myself listening to him to see where I could improve and where I was doing bad, because he would generally say I was doing bad at the point when I made a mistake, and really highlight that. So it's a good learning tool. Okay, and some Olympic events require 2 to 3 runs, and then depending on the event, will then take the best score or combine them for a combined score. Again, that depends on the challenge, but quite a few of them require either 2 to 3 runs. So you'll do one run, and then the very next run will be your second run. If you try to restart, it'll completely restart you. So that adds to the difficulty there. You'll want to try to do good and then do good on your second run as well, especially for combination ones. There are a lot of neat things to cover in this expansion. They finally added water, and you KO if you touch it. And that was really fun to test. There are also some new characters to choose from for the Olympic challenges only, as well as the ability to choose which country you will represent in these Olympic challenges. They're also adding new clothing. Overall, this will be the biggest addition to the game since launch, and in a much bigger way represents a new future for the game. With such gameplay changing additions and more hinted at in this chart that I got my hands on, it seems like Steep's going to be around for a while, guys. It looks like they're planning to pull something like Rainbow Six Siege, but instead of keeping the core gameplay, they're willing to change it for the better. But they plan on adding on to it and over the next few years. Now for the most important bit of info for most of you. It kind of came as a shock to me originally when I found out. Road to the Olympics is an expansion, not a DLC, and therefore isn't included in the season pass. And like I said, originally I was shocked to hear this when I was interviewing. However, I completely understand why they did it, guys. I mean, they released Alaska for free, so that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Alaska was a huge expansion, and it added a lot. So I can understand why this is its own standalone expansion. Especially with all that it adds, guys. Oh my god, it adds so much. It's basically a whole nother game. The Road to the Olympics expansion, however, will be available on December 5th, at a cost of $30 US. Ubisoft will also be releasing a Winter Games edition of Steep for $60 US that includes the base game and the Olympic expansion. On top of this will be a gold edition of the Winter Games edition. It's kind of a mouthful. That will include the expansion and the season pass for $80 US. I hope this review was informative, guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section down below. I'll try to answer the best of my ability. There are some things that I just can't say. And if you like this video, guys, be sure to click that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I've always got new content coming out, and as always, peace out.